Indiport News, Indiport News. Hello, and welcome to Indiport News.
Indiana Rockport Weather Channel. Brought to you live from Carborough, North Carolina.
I'm Viola.
And I'm Kate, and we will be broadcasting this week's weather. Where is Rockport, you ask? It is in Indiana. Indiana is located right here in the United States. Rockport is located at the bottom of Indiana. Or for a close-up, here and here. Next, we'll be showing some recent weather of Rockport, Indiana.
Okay, let's have a recap on last week's weather. It was sunny, partly cloudy, and had thunderstorms. Also, the highest temperature was 92 degrees. The lowest was 65. And for the humidity...
Wait! Let's talk humidity. So what is humidity, you ask? So, if this is the space, this is the amount of humidity the space can hold. These numbers are fractions of the amount of humidity the space can hold.
Okay, as I was saying, the highest percentage of humidity is 73%. The lowest percentage is 55%. This is probably maritime tropical. Maritime means damp or wet because it was formed over the ocean, therefore carrying more water. The tropical part means it was pretty warm and hot.
The abbreviation for this is a lowercase m and an uppercase t. By now you're probably asking, what is maritime tropical? Well, maritime tropical is a type of air mass. An air mass is a large pocket of air.
But it's not just any large pocket of air.
It has to have the same density, same temperature, and be moving at the same speed throughout the entire air mass. Some examples of air masses are
Maritime polar,
maritime tropical,
continental polar,
continental arctic,
and continental tropical.
So, why do you think the air masses are called continental and maritime? Well, that's what we're here to tell you about. The continental air mass, as it says in the word continental, is formed over land.
Therefore, it is very dry. Also, the maritime air mass is formed over ocean,
which means it's moist. Since tomorrow there'll be a change in the weather, today they're probably going to be cirrus clouds. Cirrus are thin, wispy clouds that can mean a change in the weather, like I said. Also, since the wind is blowing at 11 miles per hour, there might be altocumulus or cirrocumulus. Altocumulus and cirrocumulus can be tufted by the wind, as you can see there. We can also have cumulus clouds. Since the next day there'll be thunderstorms, cumulus clouds can turn into cumulonimbus clouds. And those could signify thunderstorms. Cumulus clouds are big puffy clouds that grow upwards. They can turn into cumulonimbus clouds, and they can occur during fair weather. So, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm guessing there will be cumulonimbus clouds because cumulonimbus, as I said, mean thunderstorms. They're big puffy clouds that are gray and signify thunderstorms. There might also be stratocumulus here. They're darker round clouds, lower in altitude, or below 8,000 feet. They sometimes mean rain. There could be altostratus clouds, which could mean a drizzle or mist, and stratus clouds. Stratus clouds cover the sky like a blanket. They mean mist or drizzle. Since the humidity levels are pretty high, as you can see, the high being the low being 60 and the high being 79, and there being a lot of rain, the temperatures being also high, this probably is maritime tropical, which means it's moist, again, and is warm.
Now for the next 3 days' weather. Some thunderstorms, some showers, and more showers. Well, some of the clouds that could have caused these are stratocumulus clouds. Right here. They're like darker, rounder, and lower altitude clouds. It sometimes means it's rainy, so it could cause showers. Also, altostratus clouds. They can mean a drizzle or a mist. That could also correspond to showers. Also, cumulonimbus clouds. They generally cause thunderstorms, and that could be, they probably cause the thunderstorms on Friday. Also, stratus clouds. They would be in the category of showers, or because they made a mist or a drizzle.
Now, wind.
Wind.
So, wind can make the weather change because the clouds move with the wind. So, that's most likely why, on a partly cloudy day that turned to thunderstorms the next day, there was a strong wind. So, that's wind for you.
Time for pressure. Hello, and we will be talking about pressure. Well, what types of pressure are there? There are two basic types of pressure, high pressure and low pressure. Now you might think high pressure is higher temperature. It's actually the opposite. High pressure is lower temperature and low pressure is higher temperature. For example, right here on Saturday, it is 86 degrees. That is low pressure because it is a high temperature.
Quick explanation. Okay, low pressure, or less dense. So the molecules in the air, there won't be as many of them. They will go faster, work their way upward, making it warm. That's why low pressure is warm. Low pressure. High pressure. There are more molecules in the air, making it more dense. They won't move as much, so they will go towards the ground, which makes it colder. That's why high pressure is colder. High pressure. There are 4 types of fronts. One of them is the stationary front. It occurs when 2 air masses, one warm and one cold, with the same force, collide with each other. It causes several days of lots of rain and wet weather. There's also the occluded front. It's when 2 cool air masses are there and then one warm mass collides with the 2. It can cause lots of rain and snow.
Okay, so there are 2 more fronts. They are called a warm front and a cold front. A warm front is when warm air comes in and takes over the cold air. So basically what happens is rainy weather and a few showers. Later it clears up. Next is a cold front. A cold front is when a cold air comes barging in with the warm air and forces the warm air up. This can cause lots of snowy weather if it's cold and some rain. So what are some tools that meteorologists use to study the weather? Well, first, there is a rain gauge. This is used to measure how much precipitation fell. Also, there is the anemometer. This is used to study how fast the wind is moving. Now, there is also the barometer. This is used to measure the air pressure.
Also, there's the hygrometer, which is used to measure how much humidity is in the air, or the relative humidity. There is the hydrometer, which measures the liquid density, but is only used in water. It's not air pressure, the density of the air. And we have the thermometer, which, as you probably know, is used to study the temperature.
According to our information, the next few days will be
thunderstorms, rainy, cloudy, warm, and wet,
which will fit in the category of maritime tropical. Indiport news, Indiport news.
Signing off.